Picture a life where you think everything is fine until one day it isn't anymore, and you feel overwhelming fear because you know your entire life is about to change. But later, this same fear becomes your best friend that drives you to pursue your dreams and goals. Have you ever experienced fear because your future seems uncertain and you have no idea what you're going to do, and you feel that it's too late for you to do anything about it? I was living a routine and seemingly secure life for over 29 years. I had a stable job, marriage, mortgage, and the responsibility of raising my children. However, the unexpected loss of my job because my boss retired triggered in me intense fear and panic and the beginnings of depression. Most of my fears were linked to the what's in the house and not knowing what I was going to do, especially since I was older and I never got around to finishing my education. Because of this experience, I learned how to face fear and make fear my friend. And now it's pushing me forward towards my dreams and goals. I would like to share with you the steps I took during this challenging time in my life. Facing my fears and envisioning the worst case scenarios really helped provide clarity for me. Also, communicating and sharing my fear with my loved ones proved to be the best thing to overcome them. Facing my fears and envisioning the worst case scenario gave me clarity. I was not in a good place mentally or emotionally. I felt so lost because I have never felt so unsure and insecure in my life. I was an older woman with no real education and no idea of what I was going to do next after losing my job. What am I going to do now? How am I going to pay my bills? And like these questions, this is more kept popping in my head. My mind was constantly working on the negatives, feeding my fear, until one day, a couple of weeks before my last day of work, a coworker asked me what I was going to do next. I told her I didn't know yet, to which she responded, "Well, wherever you go, just call me and I will follow you. Heck, everyone will follow you." And those words stayed with me and became like an antibiotic against my fear. What was I afraid of? I kept asking myself, what scares me so much that I am doubting my own capabilities while others believe in them? I thought to myself, how crazy is that? So, what am I scared of? And I began reflecting to pinpoint my fear, and it was my lack of education. Here I was in my 50s, having worked my whole life, relying on my experience alone, and now I need a piece of paper to do what I've been doing for over 20 years. I am not sure if I have what it takes to continue my education and get my degree. I'm too old. Communicating and sharing my fears with my loved ones proved to be the best thing to help me overcome my fears. I decided to share with my family the news that I was losing my job. I had not mentioned it before because I did not want them to worry about me. I wish I had done it sooner though, instead of letting my fear keeping me silent. Fortunately, the response was very reassuring. When they asked me about my plans, I was a bit hesitant to answer because I wasn't sure, but I finally told them that I was considering going back to school to pursue my education and getting my degree so I can become a school director. Despite my concerns about my age and expecting laughter and discouragement, my family pleasantly surprised me by being very encouraging and supportive. I next shared my news with my sister and some cousins and friends who were also very reassuring and optimistic over me going back to school. Even though my fears wasn't 100% gone after sharing my possible intentions with my friends and family, I realized that I should embrace fear as a friend. Now, if I don't move forward towards my goals and return to school to further my education, I would risk disappointing those who mean a lot to me and have faith in me, and that fear outweighs all my other fears. So you see, the two steps that helped me overcome my fear and help me move forward was one, facing my fear and envisioning the worst case scenario, which brought me clarity. And two, communicating and sharing my fears with my loved ones proved to be the best thing. What I learned is that fear can keep me paralyzed or move me forward. It could be my enemy or my best friend. But it was up to me to live with it or not to live with it at all. Thank you.